Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the Vintage Holo Hunt Binder Challenge in Nakano Broadway. We're getting right back into it. If you missed part 1, make sure to check it out on the channel. But here you can see some more of the rentable display cases, rentable booths, where just individuals are selling stuff. It's actually one good deal I found right here. A sealed Pokemon Go box for 5,000 yen. It's not bad. Some interesting Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I've never seen before. Oh, this is Fanfare. This was, I have to say, my favorite little store that I found. They had an opened creatures deck on display, which is something you don't see every day, so that was pretty neat. And they actually had a PSA graded card of that available too, and more on that in just a second. They didn't have too many cards, just one little display case right here, but they had a good selection of vintage cards, and you might be able to tell from some of the prices at least a little bit. They seem fairly reasonable. I mean, this is a pretty played, kind of beat up Charizard, but 7,000 yen is not bad. And here's the Creatures card, a PSA 9 Charizard from the Creatures deck. It's just a printout, they didn't have the card in the front, but I actually talked to them. If they had it in the store, I wanted to look at it. I was curious. They had it in a different, like, secure place, but man, that's crazy. Look at this, I took a little picture. There was a bunch of teenagers, like, ripping through the newest set. Wild, just a trash bag full of empty booster packs. Now we're getting into Maggi, so different store. Maggi has always a crazy selection of cards, as you will see in all the clips coming up. But Maggi is, as I always say, one of the more expensive places, so you have to be very careful with what you end up buying. They also had a ton of sealed stuff. In the front, we can see a no rarity Blastoise right there. You see a starter deck, and according to the price, it was probably like a potential no rarity pack. Like, it was pretty expensive, more expensive than a regular one. Yeah, great selection. EXs, Delta species. And what's nice about this mug is they have a lot of condition ratings. You'll see A, A+, S. I show a little screenshot, or sorry, picture of their condition ratings a little bit later in the video, so you'll see what that actually means. A+, all sounds great, but it doesn't mean like PSA 10, right? See here, there's little mystery packs for 3 level X's, damage for 4,000 yen. I don't know. Could be worth the gamble just for a bit of fun, but a little pricey for a bit of a gamble in my opinion. Here just some eye candy right here, some ponchos, shinings. Man, a great place to just go and look at cool cards. A lot of gold stars, and even like a condition A Kyogre gold star. Like, you don't see a lot of gold stars in this kind of condition in card stores these days. Charizards, and they actually had a bunch of One Piece as well, so some One Piece slabs right here. I don't know anything about One Piece, I don't know if those are good prices or not, but you tell me in the comments. And they had a bunch of Master Balls, and I thought this was very interesting. You see some of them for like 880 yen, 980 yen. Just not too long ago, before the reprint announcement, you couldn't find any Master Ball in the store below 2,000 yen. So you see how much this already have kind of come down in price, and they'll probably drop even more. That Smeargle, I filmed that Smeargle on purpose. Just remember the price you saw on that Smeargle for later on. You can see that Touch Exchange promo I got in my Versus Series mystery break. That's a nice little find in the store. Birthday Pikachu, McDonald's Pikachu. That's amazing cards, man. Like, if you had if you had infinite money, you could go ham in these stores. But you're always paying a bit up for the cards in this store, or in Maggi in general. So they had these vintage mystery packs. It's say condition A for 5,000 yen, and you saw the little printout in the beginning. You can get like a Lugia if you get lucky. Even in condition A, 5,000 yen for what is most likely 2 holos is definitely too much. I wouldn't buy these, not worth it. They also had this like security tag on them. Now these seem cheap, but these are CP6 holos, so you gotta be careful. Don't get them confused with the vintage holos. But you see those little like security tags on the cards, or on the backs. The packs were literally pushed up against each other, so I'm sure those tags are damaging the cards. I filmed this to just show kind of the condition of the cards inside. You see like some of them look pretty beat up, even though it says condition A on the front. Love the Beedrill. Here's the Crobat. Oh, here's the condition rating. So you see like A is like excellent plus, near mint minus. So even S tier is considered near mint. And so even S tier can be like PSA 8-ish condition. So you gotta be careful. They had a bunch of these cool Hanafuda PSA graded cards. It was neat to see. They had some of the Pikachus here, the world's Pikachus. Like a whole set, I think, which was pretty awesome to see, not gonna lie. And then a birthday Pikachu on the right there. They had some unique jumbos you don't see all the time. I have that Latios one. That's a really cool one. You see the CB6 like special deck in the back. That's nice. Now this is a different Maggi. So there are 3 different Maggis in Nakano Broadway. And here I went straight to the sealed stuff. Some Southern Islands, and then some Neo Premium files in the back. And I found that was quite interesting right there. A Poke Park file. And they had a bunch of vintage packs and like unopened decks, as you can see right there. And this was like a mystery item type of thing. You'll see like the odds right there. So 7,000 yen per entry. And if you don't get one of the good ones, you get like 2 packs, random ones of the ones below. Not worth the gamble. Don't do it. It might look great, but it's not worth it, trust me. There's some gold stars here. I love the CP6 style sleeves right there. We get a gym box. 160,000 yen seems a little high to me compared to what you can get for online. And here's some more high-end cards. We can see right there a base set Charizard for 120,000 yen, condition A. That's a little more expensive than a PSA 9, so not too great. There was a Tropical Wind, I think, promo right there. And then, you know, the Moonbryon, PSA 9. Some more graded cards. With graded cards in these stores, man, some of them are priced really well, and then others will be like way too expensive. We get some Pikas. That Kanazawa Pikachu for 2,300 yen, condition S. I actually inspected. I was like, condition S, 2,300 yen seems like a great deal. It was like a PSA 8-ish, maybe PSA 9, but not worth it. And then some more modern cards right here. Shiny Treachery X Mew is such a great card. We get some Shinings, some Gold Stars, Charizard, Suicune, Latias, some Rayquaza Gold Stars. That Eevee, Vending Series, 380 yen seemed like a good deal, so I actually inspected it, but it was in not great condition. Then the Pokébug Forest file says, Kaifuzumi Kado Nashi, so open, no cards, 3,000 yen just for the empty file. Kind of interesting to see. Man, I love Pokepark. And they had a bunch of other cards too, just wanted to film it for people who might be interested. Some Dragon Ball, you see some Magic the Gathering down below there, some Dual Lands, some sealed packs, and a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I don't know too much about Yu-Gi-Oh! But we're now gonna go back to the desk and look at the binder and see what cards I picked up. Alrighty, welcome back to the binder. So in part 2 of Nakano Broadway, I picked up 2 cards and I bought them at Fanfare. The first one I bought was the Magneton from Neo Revelations, 1,000 yen. And it is a very clean card. I'm super happy with the condition of this card. Yeah, I mean, it has got like some minor stuff going on the back. It's very hard to see. I mean, this card is exceptionally clean. So very happy with the condition of this card. 1,000 yen, in my opinion, totally fair price. I actually had to rearrange the cards in the binder because I didn't know Neo Discovery had that many holos. So I had to move over everything a little bit. But the Magneton goes, I believe, right here. The second card I picked up from the same store, the Smeargle from Neo Discovery, 1,200 yen. This one has one little white nick up there. Other than that, it is really clean. And a little bit of scuffing on the back, but they almost always have that. That's just so common with old back holos that are like pack fresh these days. But yeah, super happy. The holo is very clean. And this holo is crazy. It's so bright. It's like a mirror. It's like the beginning of a swirl down there. I wish there was like a swirl like right there in the middle or something. But this is a nice looking card. Oh, man, in person it just pops even more than on camera. It's crazy. Good looking holos, man. Good looking holos. So yeah, 1,200 yen. Totally happy with the price. You know, it's one of those things where like, okay, I could have probably found it cheaper at some point somewhere else for like 200 yen cheaper or something. But I mean, when we're talking a dollar difference, it really doesn't matter. But very happy with the condition of this card. It goes right there. So we're moving from Neo Discovery into Neo Revelation over here. Overall, I was pretty happy with Nakano Broadway. Definitely a lot of cool stores to look at. Maggi is always expensive. There was that one store that was like, was it Trading Card Shop Gem or something that was just way too expensive. Fanfare, where I picked up these 2 cards in this video, I really liked that store. They didn't have much, but everything was fairly priced. Mandarake was okay. Definitely worth going, especially if you're not only looking for cars, but also toys and figures and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing you won't find in Nakano Broadway, honestly. It's a cool little trip if you have the time. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next binder hunt video. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.